I posted a video online showing my house after it had been decorated. My nearly 21,500 square foot mansion had been transformed into a sea of bright red and green, looking like a year-round spring festival. In the comments section, there was a flood of haha reactions. Everyone was happily joining in. "Miss, with this style, which corner should we pick for the perfect Instagram shot?" Amid all the jokes, one particular comment stood out, dead serious, from a man named Logan, claiming my taste was so bad it was unbearable. And that short, blunt comment somehow got the most likes, sitting right at the top. The moment I opened my phone and saw it, I was so furious I stomped my feet. Ever since I was young, people have said I have no sense of aesthetics, and no matter how many times I hear it, I still can't get used to it. Fuming, I immediately fired back without a second thought. "Well then, let's see just how gorgeous your house is." He didn't reply, but plenty of people in the thread jumped in. "I don't know if her taste is bad, but with a house that big, I'm just jealous. Can you even afford a mansion before you criticize someone else's style? Miss, I think it's stunning. Can I be the head of your security team?" Before I could respond, a few minutes later, Logan tagged me in a brand new video. It was filmed by him, showing his own house. The style was pure European elegance. From the grand front door, the camera swept straight toward a massive balcony. Beyond it stretched a breathtaking waterfront view, with the New York skyline glowing in the sunset. Back inside, the main color scheme was white, black, and gray, with furniture arranged in a perfectly balanced, refined layout. Every single item was expensive and carefully chosen. It was impossible not to see the sophistication and quality. I stayed silent for a moment, begrudgingly admitting to myself, yes, his house really was more beautiful. Before I could type a reply, dozens of comments poured in under his video. "No wonder you dared to criticize her mansion, turns out you're a real rich heir. Her place isn't even as big as your balcony. Sir, can we see your bathroom? I think she should be chained there as punishment." One last comment stung the most. "His sense of style is streets ahead of that lady's." My blood boiled. I immediately grabbed my keys and stormed out, startling my dad, who was in the middle of a home spa treatment. "Dad, let me borrow your helicopter for a bit," I demanded. He froze. "Huh?" The beautician also looked up. "What are you planning to do?" I said, "Some creep online mocked my taste. I can't lose. I have to win." Dad shook his head. "For something this small, do you really need to use the helicopter?" I shot back, "He said my taste is terrible." Dad immediately shot up from his seat. "Sense of style, my ass. Just bury him with money for me," he snapped. I looked down at the bright red slippers on Dad's feet and suddenly realized, only those who've been in the same situation can truly understand each other. I took a few photos of our private jet, especially its lavish interior. Every detail was polished to perfection, and I couldn't help but admire it. In the past, I used to mock Dad for buying a jet, saying it was useless. Now I understood what it meant to think ahead. I casually posted a few of those jet photos online. The comments section instantly exploded. "Forget miss, this is a princess. That gold sofa in a private jet? The plane itself must be crying. Hold on, calling it gold isn't fair. That's clearly the color of money. Forget being head of security, I'll just be her servant." Suddenly, everything in my house seemed flawless and luxurious in their eyes. Anyone who dared to say otherwise was just being picky. The Peanut Gallery quickly tagged Logan under my post. "Your house, no matter how nice, still can't compete with the wheel of her jet. Where do you get the nerve to insult a real heiress?" He replied with just a single question mark. From that lone question mark, I could feel his stubbornness, that refusal to admit defeat. I was about to play the gracious winner, typing something like, "It's okay. Maybe I don't have great taste, but I do have money. How I decorate is my business. Sure, my place might not be as beautiful as yours, but that's fair enough." But before I could hit send, he posted another video. It was a little blurry, but you could still clearly see the inside of his jet. The space was expansive, with the same upscale executive style as before, flawless, impossible to criticize. The caption read, "Bought it outright at 21 playing the stock market. Finally dusted it off after all these years." Before I could process that, hundreds of comments flooded in. "So, whose loyal dog are you actually?" I had to admit, maybe I'd been a bit too cocky. Someone wrote, "I make $3,000 a month, am I even allowed to watch this video?" And then it hit me, the unyielding, never quit attitude? That was me all along. I'd lost. But it was fine. In this world, you can't just rely on money, you have to rely on something else. Skills. A versatile skill set is never a burden. I've studied photography for years, capturing every place I've ever set foot in. My work has even won awards at photography exhibitions. Was I bragging? Was I showing off? Absolutely. I typed carefully in the video description. This was my entry at the 58th Annual Photography Exhibition. Hard to believe so many years have passed. Yes, I was bragging. Yes, I was showing off. Because if I wanted to win, I couldn't afford to be humble anymore. I was that woman, the one obsessed with photography. Not that you could tell much from the pictures. Except that I'm filthy rich and have been to just about every corner of the country. Sis, please tell mom and dad to come pick me up. You're my only sister. I was lounging on my bed, legs crossed, scrolling through videos. Barely a few minutes in, I saw Logan tag me. I smirked to myself. He's heated now. He's desperate. He knows he can't keep up anymore. But then, on his profile appeared a whole series of shots, endless blue skies where the heavens and water merged into one. Reflections so crystal clear they looked like glass. Calm and serene. Rolling grasslands in Montana stretching as far as the eye could see. Endless golden wheat fields swaying in the breeze. A vast desert in the southwest under a blanket of dazzling stars, along with lush forests and stunning mountain ranges across the country. Seriously? We've escalated to national-level scenery now? How am I supposed to top this? You're asking me to compete with the literal beauty of America itself. Oh my God, this is gorgeous, please don't stop. Keep expanding my horizons. The fact that these two have the same hobbies is kinda adorable. I frowned at the shipping comment, Logan X our princess. Dangerous words. Very dangerous. I'm trying to crush him here, and you people are out here playing matchmaker? Where's your sense of loyalty? If I can't beat him with culture, maybe I can with sports. I tore through my closet to find my old high school swimming award, casually slipped it into frame, and asked my best friend to film me swimming. To make it look like I was a pro, I spent half an hour stretching, but my body wasn't as flexible as it was back in high school. Finally, I dove in. My friend said, "Perfect," after filming, but when I reviewed the footage, nope, my form wasn't great, and worse, it wasn't fast enough. I needed to truly impress. So I swam lap after lap all afternoon until I cramped up. That night, I posted the video while massaging my legs, feeling satisfied. Let's see who wins this round. The next morning, I woke up, checked my phone, and saw the same curse number, 99 notifications. The top comment, round 4, loss. What? Again? I clicked to see Logan's response, a diving photo with the caption and a smirking emoji. The name was blurred, but I could faintly make out the last word, missed. The second video showed him horseback riding. The camera angle only captured half his face, still partially hidden, but it wasn't hard to tell. Tall, long legs, perfectly proportioned build, and those strong arms and smooth neck. I watched it over and over, trying to pull myself out of the fangirl trance. Then it hit me, this guy was planning a full-on counterattack. The comments weren't helping. Princess, your loyal servant is here to wake you up for your next sports video. When it comes to elite-level sports, someone's about to be left behind. The new video looked like it was intentionally teasing me. Where does a petite girl like that get the money to spend like this? Everyone knew. I scrolled past without caring. Logan had been at the equestrian club an hour ago, and people were saying I was probably on my way there too. They were right, I was. But there was one small problem. I didn't know how to ride a horse. I wasn't even a member of the club. You had to drop a 7-figure check just to get in. After changing into riding gear, the moment I saw the horse, I knew we were sworn enemies. The trainer tried to reassure me. Horses need time to get used to their rider. Will it get used to me today? I asked. I'm in a hurry. He looked puzzled. Should I take you to the restroom first? I waved him off. No, not that. While I was struggling to bond with my horse, another trainer led in a stunning white horse, gleaming coat, silky like wax, walking with a grace that screamed expensive. Wow, beautiful, I breathed. My trainer nodded. Belongs to a very important client. Bought outright. No one can handle it except its owner. Then he asked the other trainer, has Logan left yet? No, still resting in the courtyard. The moment I heard his name, I felt an itch all over and quickly turned back to focus on my own horse. Finally, after what felt like forever, I managed to climb on. The trainer led me around the ring once, and I decided to quit this sport entirely. How long before I can gallop like in the movies? I asked. He chuckled. Honestly? It might be easier for you to eat an entire buffet in one sitting. Okay, fine. Refund me. He laughed again. Even the national soccer team doesn't get refunds. But if you train hard for a few years, you could get there. Yeah, hilarious. But useless to me. Was I going to give up? No way. So what if he could ride horses, take photos, and swim? That just meant he was good at extracurriculars. And what does that prove? Maybe he was bad at academics. I dug up videos from my old school days, pulled out my diploma, and decided to fight him on academic achievements. I even edited the video to match the beat, totally badass. Half a day later, Logan tagged me back. It was a video of him playing the cello during a school performance. The camera was far away and shaky, his face not entirely visible. But anyone observant could see the man on stage, bangs falling slightly over his eyes, gaze lowered in deep focus. Every note flowing from his hands was masterful. As someone who studied music, I knew immediately his skill was top tier. So Logan wasn't just some rich heir, he was a top university grad too. Ugh. He looked annoyingly handsome, even more so than in his mansion video. But hey, I'm an Ivy League alum myself. It's not like I'm any less. Turns out I was just here to make him look even better by comparison. So he wanted to use an instrument against me? Fine. Don't blame me for being ruthless. I'd pull out my trump card, the bad girl of the music world. From the moment I was born, I could play it, and even now, its sound still carries the Suona. Yes, I actually stood in front of the camera and played a piece on the suona. I have to say, the suona truly lives up to its reputation as a traditional folk instrument, haunting, tragic, deeply melancholic, and yet strangely beautiful. But come on, this was going way overboard. The moment I posted the video, the comments section exploded. Haha, she's going all out now. Got it, the princess is trying to send the young master off to the afterlife. What an honor. We get a performance from both the princess and the young master. The heiress is gorgeous, even if we can only see her eyes. Now that's real taste. Logan stayed quiet for half a day. Then he posted just a single photo, with an ellipsis. The comments under his post. What does this mean? Is the young master admitting defeat? No, he's been crushed by her beauty. The moment the princess showed her face, the young master stopped competing. If that's not love, what is? I want a 100,000-word fanfic from this story by tonight. So while I was fighting tooth and nail to win, you people were busy shipping us. You can mess around with your fandom, but don't be sick in the head. Because I was spending so much time caught up in this online nonsense, my parents started to worry. Grown woman, still not focused on your career, they said. They agreed on one thing. You have to get married before you build your career. I said, okay. They said, good. Then let us arrange for you to meet a famous psychiatrist in town. What does that have to do with anything? I asked. It's related, Mom said matter-of-factly. Because those two people you're obsessed with? The only place you'll see them is in a mental hospital. Mom spoke gently. Your dad just wants you to go on a blind date. If it doesn't work out, just say so. But if you keep refusing to go, he'll get so mad he might end up hospitalized again. You know your father's temper. I had to admit, she had a point. But then I thought about it, what if the guy falls for me? After all, I'm breathtaking, practically unfair to the rest of the world. Mom agreed. The people we introduce you to are all respectable. And if they genuinely like you, in the future, it might be harder to turn them down. I thought for a moment and said, it's fine. I'll handle it. So for the next few days, I was busy preparing for my blind date. I temporarily called a truce with that annoying guy. Even though we didn't post any more videos, we still went back and forth in private messages, one line from him, one line from me. Neither of us willing to back down. Because the app sometimes failed to show messages, we ended up adding each other on WeChat. Every now and then, we even left playful comments under each other's posts. Stuff like, "That's all you've got? That watch isn't a fake, right?" All carefully crafted to raise each other's blood pressure. The night before my blind date, I decided to go to bed early to look my best the next day. But before sleeping, I casually scrolled through videos and saw him post a short update. Tomorrow. Clearly implying he was looking forward to something. No way. I couldn't let that stand. So I immediately posted. Tomorrow, I'm meeting someone, let's call it a date. Sweet enough? Surely sweeter than his dry little tomorrow. The comments section blew up. Here we go again. Even this, you two have to compete over? Young master says tomorrow. The era says, tomorrow I'm meeting someone. Does this mean you two are meeting each other tomorrow? One top comment made me laugh as I typed back. Meeting someone else is a date. Meeting him is, serving a prison sentence. With laughter still lingering, I went to bed satisfied. The next morning, I woke up early. I put on foundation 3 shades darker than my actual skin tone, a sparkly dress, pearl-embellished heels, and carried a soft faux fur handbag. As my mom put it, tacky, but in a natural way. Afraid they might see the real me, I also had a plan B. Before entering the restaurant, I slipped some cash to an extra I'd hired. When I give the signal, I told him, walk up like we just bumped into each other and say, "Oh, what are you doing here? Weren't you going to marry that guy Sung Gwen? Why are you on a blind date now?" He nodded eagerly, asking, "Any other lines you want me to add?" Clearly, he had the makings of a professional actor. I patted his shoulder in approval. "Improvise however you like, just ruin the date." Taking a deep breath, I walked inside. My date was sitting by the window. Hearing the sound, he turned around, and that face, it was the kind that made you wish there were fewer people in the world like him. He had a calm, almost indifferent air, but those deep black eyes were sharp, like polished obsidian. A high, straight nose. Full, red lips, the kind that, with just one glance, made you feel like you were the most beautiful reflection in them. I froze for a few seconds. In my head, it was like a herd of wild horses running full speed. Did anyone think to warn me he was this good-looking? Or should I just pretend I'd walked into the wrong room? I was about to turn away when he spoke. "You're Hannah Yu." I tilted my head. "I'm not Hannah Yu. You've got the wrong person." He smiled faintly. My uncle already showed me your photo. I looked down. Oh, right. That's me. Nice to meet you. I sat down, face stiff. Even with my heavily edited photo, he still recognized me. Seriously, what's wrong with this guy? Before I could introduce myself, he said, I'm Logan Moore. Okay, not a bad name. I decided to take the initiative. Let's add each other on WeChat. We scanned each other's QR codes, and his name popped up on my screen as Massive Creepy Guy. No way. He saw it too, furrowing his brows at me. I gave an awkward laugh. Must be a glitch. Let's scan again. We scanned again, still Massive Creepy Guy. Our eyes met, full of surprise, speechlessness, and suspicion. Mortified, I still clung to a sliver of hope and sent him a message. His phone dinged instantly. The air froze. On his screen, my account name appeared. Adorable Mini Milk Hippo. He calmly said it out loud. My face went red. Shut it. Don't say my online handle. After that moment of awkwardness, I finally realized, oh God, what was I wearing? I'd shown up dressed like this to meet the man who once said I had terrible taste. I cleared my throat and scratched my face. I just got back from the beach, so my skin's a bit tan. It'll get lighter after a while. He looked at me, completely serious. Then why are your hands still white? Caught off guard, I noticed the way his beautiful eyes curved with amusement. I blurted out, I wore gloves at the beach. Don't ask me why, my brain completely short-circuited in that moment. Still, we ended up having a pretty fun conversation. He was the type who was cold on the outside but warm inside, that dry, deadpan kind of humor. We were mid-conversation when my hired actor showed up. I tensed immediately, darting my eyes to signal him to leave, then quickly turned my head back. What's wrong with your eyes? Logan asked. Got some dust in them, I replied. He leaned in to check. His skin was so close I could barely see a single pore. Yes, he was annoyingly handsome, but I didn't have the time to swoon because... Hannah, you. What are you doing here? The actor blurted. I forced a crooked smile, awkwardly going along with it. I'm on a blind date. Logan stayed seated, long legs crossed casually, sipping his coffee like he was watching a movie. The actor kept going, a blind date? What about Ryan Tong? I froze. Didn't you used to chase after him like your life depended on it? Logan looked straight at me. I waved my hands. I was young and stupid back then. But the actor, way too deep in character, pressed on. Didn't you just say a few days ago you'd love him forever? That you couldn't live without him? Oh, for God's sake, method acting is one thing, but this was a whole Broadway performance. I kicked him out before he could drop another bomb. Sighing, I gave up. I'm going home. Later, sprawled out on my bed, I posted something random. My mother tongue is speechless. Attached was a messy-haired selfie. Not long after, Logan liked the post. What the hell? Was he laughing at me? Right then, I saw several nasty comments from the same account that once accused me of being improper. I checked his page and found those same girls leaving flirty comments under his videos. I took a screenshot and sent it to him. What's this? You sending your fans to attack me? His reply, hold on. I'm in the shower. I'll handle it right away. Me, you're texting me while showering? Him, yeah. Using a waterproof phone, special model from China made for Michael Phelps. Works great. You little brat. You sure talk a lot. I couldn't help but laugh. My mood felt lighter. Then I went to take a shower. When I got out, I saw my notifications had blown up, 99 plus. Turns out Logan Moore himself had clapped back at one of the trolls. She's a clean, decent girl. You're just a sour cucumber rotting with jealousy. The shippers went wild. Oh my God, this is too cute. Guys, this is love. Some people still said, "We're only teasing because we're your fans." Wasn't that a bit harsh? He replied instantly. "I don't need fans. I'm just messing around with her. And I don't want anyone using the title of fan as an excuse to hurt her. Argue all the time, challenge each other over everything, then find out the other person is your blind date?" This was basically the plot of a fluffy, urban rom-com where the leads start bickering from day one. I was still basking in the glow of this little couple moment when a message from the male lead popped up. "Can I call you?" Me, "Sure." 2 seconds later, my phone rang. His voice over the line was warm, clear, clean in a way that almost hypnotized. "Still upset?" Me, "No. I'm not the petty type." Honestly, I was improvising my cool and unbothered persona as well as any up-and-coming idol. "Good. Are you free tomorrow?" he asked. I wanted to project the image of a career-focused woman, so I cleared my throat. "Tomorrow, probably not. I've been busy with work lately. Might even have to work overtime." I had just finished speaking when my mom appeared out of nowhere. She must have thought I was talking to my best friend, the one she treats like a second daughter, because she didn't bother to hold back. "How long has it been since you actually went to the office? Acting like you're so busy, overtime? Huh. Telling Tina that is hilarious." And while saying that, she was scooping a huge glob of my expensive face cream into her own jar, and even reminded me. "Tell Tina to come over for dinner sometime." I sat there frozen, phone still in hand, like I'd been turned to stone mid-blizzard. On the other end of the line, Logan's laugh came through crystal clear, shooting straight into my chest. "Well, if you can't invite Tina to dinner, can you invite Mong Mong instead? Kill me now. Just kill me. Haha. Alright then, I'll pick you up tomorrow. Deal." I agreed with a soft hum, but hearing his laugh through the phone made me realize, sometimes being human is so difficult. Even so, the next day I still went all out with my makeup, flawless to the point that Logan Moore could hardly believe I was the same person he once accused of having terrible taste. Sliding into the passenger seat, I tucked my hair back. This was me, dangerously attractive. Logan nodded. "Quick recovery, huh?" I sipped my drink through a straw. "Recovery from what?" At a red light, he turned to look at me, his gaze landing squarely on my lips before he quickly looked away, clearing his throat. The tips of his pale ears flushed red. "Yesterday you said you just got back from the beach and got tanned. And now you're already pale again." I gave an awkward smile. "Everyone's skin reacts differently." He chuckled, but kept facing forward the entire drive. I kept sipping the drink he'd bought me, sneaking glances at him. Honestly, that face was too perfect. When we arrived, I realized, this was the same horseback riding school I'd been to before. "You said you wanted to learn to ride," Logan said. "I'll teach you." I narrowed my eyes. "How do you know I wanted to learn?" He only smiled, guiding me toward the changing room. When I stepped back out, he was already standing beside a pure white horse, glowing in the crisp autumn sunlight as if dusted with gold, a scene straight out of a dream. My hand instinctively went to my chest. My heart was pounding. Great. I'd just shipped us together in my own head, and fallen into my own trap. My old instructor spotted me. "Miss Hannah. Mr. Moore. You two came together?" I nodded. "She once said your horse was beautiful, Mr. Moore. Now you can teach her to ride it." "Wait, this is your horse?" The instructor nodded and left. Logan took my hand and placed it on the horse's head. "You once said Cloud was adorable." "Oh, I hadn't even recognized it." "It's only been a few days and you've already forgotten." "Horseblind," he teased, chuckling. "Want to try?" "I heard it only listens to you," I said. "It's fine. I'll lead it." I nodded. He helped me up into the saddle, and together we circled the arena. I watched the sunlight paint a soft golden halo over his black hair. Beneath it, the back of his neck was pale and smooth. Broad shoulders tapered into a slim waist, and his long, straight legs, perfection. It was the complete package. He must have felt my gaze because he looked up, eyes curving with a smile. "What? Already falling for me?" he teased, shamelessly self-confident. "Want me to film a video for you? Riding Cloud would look insanely cool." I felt shy but still nodded. He recorded it for me, and on the way home, I replayed the video. Logan leaned over to look too. "Yeah, that's good. Post it so other people can see. Would be a waste if only you watched it." He wasn't wrong, so I uploaded it. After he dropped me off, we ended up talking by my front door for an entire hour. Later, I checked the post, the comments section was blowing up. "The heiress can ride horses? Amazing. Wait, was it the same horse the young master rides?" I confirmed, yes, same horse. I was about to add more when Logan commented, "Cloud really likes you. Let's go again in a few days." I replied, pretending to be casual. "What likes?" "Careful, it might throw me off next time." Haha. In my head, I thought, perfect. Cute without being overly flirty. Then he replied, "Alright. It's not Cloud that likes you, it's me." Oh. My God. I immediately messaged him on WeChat. "What are you doing?" Switching to my sassy mode, I typed with confidence. A moment later, I decided to be sure he wasn't just joking, so I screenshotted his "I like you" and sent it back to him. And what exactly does this mean? On his side, I saw the typing indicator appear, disappear, then appear again. I was going insane with anticipation. If he just said the words "I like you," I'd say yes on the spot. Yes, as in, okay. Let's get married. I was about to send a follow-up to push him when his message popped up. "Come outside." My heart was pounding. Without thinking, I ran downstairs. He was really there, standing in the crisp autumn night, wearing a black windbreaker, hair tousled by the breeze, leaning casually against his car and smiling at me. More beautiful than the moonlight tonight. "Why are you here?" I asked. "Don't you want a proper explanation?" he said. "Confessing over chat isn't sincere enough." I lowered my head, my cheeks burning, and cleared my throat. So, what is it you want to say?" I asked. He cleared his throat too, and the moment our eyes met, we both quickly looked away. "Actually," he began, "I saw you at the riding arena before. Back when you didn't know how to ride yet. You were arguing with the trainer, not seriously, just bickering, and I thought it was hilarious." I blinked, both confused and a little indignant. "Then you posted that video of you playing the Swona," he continued. "That's when I realized it was you. Adorable, and kind of funny." I narrowed my eyes. "So the trainer knew my last name?" "That's when I found out you lived near me. I asked my dad, and turns out, he knows your dad. So I asked him to set us up. When we finally met, I realized you were even cuter than I imagined." I shot him a mock glare. He quickly corrected himself, "Not funny, cute. Really cute. That's why. I like you." I didn't let him finish. I was already nodding like crazy. "Yes. I do." His smile was warm and disarming, like honey pouring straight into my chest. I couldn't stop myself from hugging him. He froze for a moment, then gently wrapped his arms around me. That clean, cool scent of his surrounded me completely. After a while, as if remembering something, he pulled out his phone. He pointed to our chat history. "What's this? I mean, I know I'm good looking, but did you really have to throw yourself at me that hard?" Mortified, I snatched his phone away. We ended up playfully wrestling over it, laughter bubbling between us. And in the back of my mind, I thought, there's no need to rush. Because the days ahead are long. And we have plenty of time to be together.